Good evening, everyone. Welcome to closing comments here on January 5th. Let's jump right into our charts and see what happened in the markets today. First on the board, we got our February live cattle. Pretty quiet day here in the front month fats. We did see this February contract finishing the day almost unchanged, briefly poking above our bull pivot for the week before settling back into the top end of Friday's range. This market just taking a little bit of a breather here today after Friday's strong rally. We do still have the bulls in charge here with this market still sticking in a nice uptrend here at the moment. Expect to see this cattle market continue to push higher. We do have relative strength out here in some of these back months as these April through late 2026 contract months all were able to make nice gains here today, continuing to push higher. Live cattle market looks strong. I expect these cattle prices to keep on climbing here as this uptrend gets underway. Look for this market to keep on pushing up there into the 240s. Next up, feeder market also showing relative strength here as well. This market making a nice gap and run higher. We did briefly come back, fill that gap early today, but good support at the bull pivot. Push this market back up, finishing the day right around 356. Bulls are rocking and rolling here. Look for this feeder market to keep on pushing. We do have good relative strength out here into these back months as well in this feeder market. So at the moment, 2026 is looking like it's going to be a good year for this cattle market. So look for that upside to continue here. Next up, we got our March corn futures. Last week, we saw this market send prices back down to the bottom end of this range we've been trading in for the last few months. As we can see here, we had a nice reaction here today with the bulls picking up here off of these range lows, pushing right back here into the center of this range, right around 445. At the moment, expect this range bound action to continue. Bulls should try and cut back up here across up into the 450 to 455 area and keep this range trade action going here throughout the next couple of weeks. Look for this market to remain sticky in this area. Next up, crude oil prices. Seeing a nice recovery here today. Prices briefly poking down here below these prior week lows before having a pretty heavy volume recovery, pushing this market back up there above 58. At the moment, we still continue to trade below our major moving averages and our bull pivot. We expect to see resistance step in up here between 58 and 59. Look for the sellers to get aggressive and defend this 50-day moving average like they have over the last couple months. However, if the bulls are able to get a nice bid going here above 58.88, we could see them try and make a little bit of a run here. We don't expect any major upside, but a little bit of a short covering rally after this market has bled down here over the last couple months. Wouldn't be surprised to see a little pop back up here into the 60s, but upside is going to be limited for the bulls, and they still have to chew through this 50-day average. So if the Bears are able to defend this line once again, we should see this market turn lower once again and keep crude oil prices pushing lower. And last but not least, our equity indexes showing nice recovery here today. Still kind of a mixed bag while we do have more of that relative strength over here in the Dow index. Dow stocks and Dow sectors are leading the rally here so far. And we did see a new all-time high hit here today in this Dow index. Nice strong push, getting a boost from the financial sectors here today. The NASDAQ continues to lag, just putting in a nice little inside day here while we're finding some support at the major moving averages. These are good signs here of accumulation by the bulls. We should see them try and get some bids above today's high at 25,708. Should have the bulls running back up here towards 25.8 to 25.9. They're going to need to get some momentum to push through this level, but once we're able to clear some of these recent highs over the last couple months, should be pretty smooth sailing here for this NASDAQ index. Look for the tech sector to get a bid and keep on rolling here if this market is able to get some bids above today's high and above that 25.8 to 25.9 level. That's going to be a key level to watch for this NASDAQ index. Once it's able to get up there, it should pour the fuel on the fire for the S&P and the Dow as well and keep this market rallying. The S&P did break above Friday's high, good support at that 20-day average, and we are just within spitting distance of those all-time highs. So look for the upside to continue. The uptrend is intact and moving well. The stock market's looking good and healthy here. Should have a good rally here throughout the month of January. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Have a good night and go Cats.